What's up? It's Todd Guy, the Vinyl Zombie, with another video. Get some music playing here. Sound of Thunder, Time's Arrow. Awesome band. They're releasing a new album this month, next month, I forget. Great stuff. So this video is not a response, it's a, I don't know what you'd call it, a follow-up, I guess, to another video I did probably a little over 2 years ago, back in February of 2020. We're at April 2nd, 2022, so a little over 2 years ago. I'm gonna put the video up top. Anybody wants to watch that video? It was about 10 albums I had on CD that I wanted on vinyl, and I didn't have because either they were super expensive, the originals, or they hadn't been released or been reissued yet. So this is a response to that. I have acquired 7 out of the 10, either originals or reissues. I think most of them are reissues. Excuse me. I think only one actually is an original. It is. Yeah, only one is actually an original copy. I'm going to start with the original. All these were ones that I really wanted. Bands or albums I listened to as a kid or as a teenager / young adult. Like when I was in high school, a couple of them, or when I got out of high school as a young adult. But let's start with this one. This is one I really loved when I was in high school. This is Testament. Practice What You Preach. This is an OG copy from 1989. I bought this on Discogs. It's probably a VG Plus. The record, I would say the jack is probably VG. It's just got the saw cut there. And the edges are kind of beat up. Corners are a little blunted. But this album I thought was amazing. I heard the title track on our local radio station, the rock station, 99 Rock. Every time they had a show called the 99-Minute Nightmare, which was on Sundays, like 11:30 for 99 minutes. Back then they played stuff like this, like heavier, like thrash metal. Not a lot of death metal, thrash metal. A lot of stuff they didn't play during the day. They brought it back. I don't know if they still have it. They brought it back for a while. But they were playing stuff like Marilyn Manson, Avenged Sevenfold, Godsmack. Shit they normally play on the day. Shit they normally play during the day anyway. But back in the late 80s, early 90s, they were playing stuff that you wouldn't hear during the day, which is great. When I heard the song Practice What You Preach, I'm like, who the hell is this? So I had to research. Back then there was no internet. So I had to go to the record store and I was looking. I think they said the band was Testament. So I was looking for the band Testament. Luckily they had the cassette. Yeah, this is a great album. Even now I hear, though, things I didn't hear back then, like certain drum parts, like the kick drum or bass drum, whatever it is. I can hear like a clicking. Certain songs, I don't know if anybody else hears that or not, but I hear it now. It kind of annoys me, but the songs in here are fucking great. I love them. So this is one I got in the last 2 years that I never thought I'd get. It still hasn't been reissued. So I don't know if it ever will be reissued. They reissued like almost every other album they have, except for this one. I'll probably buy the reissue if it does come out at some point. But until then, I do have an OG copy, which is great. Next up, this one, another one I loved. Took forever for it to be reissued. Unfortunately, it was reissued in a box set with all the other albums I already own, either reissued or a couple original copies. And I really wanted this, and so I had to buy the box set. And I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that they don't release them as single again at some point. Because I'll be pissed. Because I bought the box set. And I have other ones. But that's overkill. This is the Years of Decay. Everybody knows this album that listens to metal, listens to thrash metal. This is like their best album from the 80s they ever put out, basically. High regard from everybody. This album is amazing. From Time to Kill, Elimination, I Hate Nothing to Die For, Playing with Spider, Skull Crusher, Birth of Tension, Who Tends the Fire, Years of Decay, Evil Never Dies. Every song is fucking killer on this album. Like I said, this is from the box set. So, I mean, I have it. All the other ones I have already as singles. I am still planning on it. Anybody's been watching my videos all the time. When I got this box set, I said I was going to do a comparison video, because I have, there's 6 albums in here. I have the other 5 in other copies. I was going to do a comparison. This is the only one I didn't have from the 80s and the early 90s, so. But yeah, I now have this on vinyl as well. Would I have loved an OG copy of this? Yeah. Was I going to spend over $100 on it? Fuck no! So I spent over $100 on 6 albums, which is a much better deal in my opinion. Do they sound the greatest? They're not audiophile, but they sound good enough. Maybe if they do another reissue for this, maybe they'll put it on 2 discs and they'll sound phenomenal, but I don't really think there's enough songs on here to warrant 2 discs. They'd have to do 3 sides and then an edge side, which, what a waste. You know, add some bonus shit on there, you know? We'll see. But yeah, there's that. This one, I've talked about this a couple times on videos. I do love this album. Poor fucking production on it, though. A lot of times you can't make out these individual instruments, and it's kind of just like a big mess of sound, really. But it's great. Dark Angel, Leave Scars. Single album. They did the old Combat camouflage labels. Because it's not an original. It's limited black vinyl, 500 copies. It's a reissue from, I don't remember when. Oh, burped. Gross. Originally from 1989. I think that was 1989 as well. Yep. So 3 albums from 1989 so far. I don't remember what year this actually came out. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. A couple years ago. Or a year. But yeah, the Leave Scars, you know, Never to Rise Again, The Promise of Agony, No One Answers. It's got a cover of Immigrant Song on here, which was weird. Leave Scars. I mean, yeah. It's another one I really wanted on vinyl, and they reissued it, and there it is. Really good, really good. Except for the production, I can't say that enough. The production is terrible on it. It's like another one I have in here. And this one, oh my god, I was so happy when I heard this is being reissued. Corrosion and Conformity's Blind. Fucking love this album so much. And Vote with a Bullet, Damn for All Time, Dance of the Dead. It's 350 copies of this color. There's other versions out there. I don't see this like really going up in price because they did release a couple thousand, I think, or 1,000 or something of different variants. So, I mean, if you really need to hunt one down, I'm sure you could probably find one. But this is just a super fucking album. When they went full like thrash metal after being like crossover in a way. I don't think there's any lyrics. There's lyrics. Just a super fucking album right here. I was, like I said, extremely happy when I heard this is being reissued. I believe this is also... No, this is probably 1990, I think. Of course, it doesn't say here. Wait, there it is. 1991. It was reissued last year, in 2021. So it's, like it says here, the 30th anniversary edition. 2 record set, bonus tracks. That's the way to do it, you know. It wasn't super expensive either. And then next, Exodus, Tempo of the Damned. Another just super great fucking album. The last one with Zetro, Steve Souza. Steve Souza, they call him Zetro. It's from 2004 originally, I think. Released in 2020. Funny thing is, I made that video about the ones I wanted, and then I found out later, a few months later, that this was being reissued. I believe it to be an import. So I think it's from Germany. It's from Nuclear Blast. But it's such a great album, you know. Starts off with Scar Spangled Banner, Blacklist. It's like a staple in their live shows. Shroud of Urine, Calling the Herd, Impaler, the title track. It's got a bonus track of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Cover from AC/DC. Just straight black vinyl. This is an album that I hadn't heard until fairly recently, though. I didn't listen to Exodus much in my younger days. But re-listening, going back and like going through their back catalog, I mean, so their shit's really good. Fuck it, I'll take care of that later. But yeah, Tempo of the Damned by Exodus. And then this one, another poorly produced album, sounding album, Nuclear Assault Animal Care. Just got this recently, a few months ago. Another 1989 album. I don't know if it's the color of the album or what. I don't remember sounding this shitty. Another album that sounds like poorly produced, big mess of sound, really. I mean, some great tunes on here, though. You know, new song, Critical Mass, Emergency, When Freedom Dies, Torture Tactics. It's just production. I tried it on both my turntables, and it sounds like shit on both of them. So I don't know, but I have a copy. If I ever find a OG copy, maybe it'll sound different. Who knows? But hey, whatever. And last but not least, one that everybody was clamoring for, came out on Record Store Day, and now it's fucking super hard to find. Goes for about $100, median price on Discogs. I had to travel. My local place, Newbury Comics, does Record Store Day. I went there. I was thinking, I'm gonna get this Slave to the Grind. And went in, they had 2 copies, but I wasn't like near the front. So when I got up to it, boom, they're gone. I was like, fuck. So I traveled all the way to Barrie, Vermont, which is about an hour away, to hopefully get one at this other place. It didn't open until 10 o'clock. And I didn't know that. And funny story with this, I'm going to go off on a rant here a little bit. Not a rant, but a little story. When I went there, I was expecting it to be the way it was before. I hadn't been there since before the pandemic. and before, it was like an antique place that had a little corner of it was just dedicated to records. You walk in the door, it's off to the right. You know, they got the new releases right in front, and you can scroll and like flip through all these other ones. And then the rest of the store is like an antique place. When I got there to check for this, I get there, and the place is fucking busy. There's cars everywhere. There's people standing in line. And I'm like, these don't look like people that are going to be buying records. So I parked and I went in, and it's a fucking like like not even a deli. It's like a coffee place. And I'm looking around. I'm like, where's the records? Like, what the fuck? And then I happened to see to the left, they had a section that was like cordoned off. And I could see records in there. I was like, huh, it's weird. So I hung around, and I did see a sign that said, on one of the things, it said the place opened at 10, and it was like 9:30, 9:45, and I was like, huh, okay, I gotta wait for 15 minutes. It's like, well, I'll get a coffee. So I got a coffee, and finally I saw people go in behind where the records are, and they're fiddling around and stuff, unboxing more stuff, like record store day stuff, and I could see this album sitting across the way, and I'm like, okay, I'm the first one here. You know, that's the first thing I'm going to grab is that Slave to the Grind. And they only had 2 copies, I think. But then I saw him take more out of the box. I think there's more. I think he had like another 10 copies. But I don't know. But anyway, I got Skid Row Slave to the Grind. This is a really, really good fucking sounding copy of Slave to the Grind. They did a really good job. They got the all the original songs. Nice gatefold. Comes with a nice thick lyric sheet. I mean, so many people wanted this album. Such a great album too. Bonus tracks: Beggar's Day, Holidays in the Sun, Get the Fuck Out Live, Wembley, 1991. Delivering the Goods, Live Arizona, 1992. But it's, because it's got Beggar's Day, which was in place of the original Get the Fuck Out. For some reason, they thought, oh, no, we can't have that on there. We got to do a safer one. But, you know, that's like really the only song that was really bad. They got Get the Fuck Out originally on here, which was originally... And then they got Beggar's Day added on as a bonus track because later on they added Beggar's Day in place of Get the Fuck Out. But it's so stupid. So many other albums were so much worse. But anyway, comes on this red vinyl, which, you know, whatever. They're both red, so I'm not going to show you both. That is 7 of the albums I've gotten that were ones I wanted on vinyl that I had on CD or cassette at some time or another. Most of these I still have on CD as well. I have a couple of these on cassette I found in the last few years. The other 2 that I haven't gotten, I don't remember. One was Testament: The New Order. One was Natalie Merchant, which is the only non-metal one. Natalie Merchant's first solo album, Tiger Lily, which has been released a couple times, but only through MoFi. And I don't want to spend that much money on an album. I'm sure it sounds amazing, but I don't like it that much to spend that much on it. I have the CD, so, I mean, that's fine. But I would love a copy of that on vinyl if I ever found one for cheap. I can't remember the other one. There's one more. You'll have to watch the video. Go back to the beginning where I put it up, over here, over there, wherever it shows up. I think it's over here. And watch that video, and you'll see. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you want. Till next time, rock on.